What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to discuss two separate NFT projects that I do think we should at least keep our eye on. One is going to be in the Game of Thrones universe, and one is going to be a free mint backed by some pretty heavy VC investors. We will also briefly go over Ethereum, why we've seen a bit of a pump, what I think for the rest of January, and just go over my general thoughts. If you're interested, make sure to keep watching the video. Remember guys, you can check out my private Discord in the description below. All right guys, so the first project on the list today is going to be Cryptera. And I hope I'm saying that right. I might be getting it a little bit off, but I wanted to bring this project to everybody's attention because A, it has some big backers, B, it is a free mint, and also C, they do have some working viable products at the moment that you can play around with right now. So essentially this project's goal is to be a place for you to trade, play, socialize, explore, build. They're trying to build a realm, they're trying to build a world for creators, for content creators, for gamers, etc. to explore, create, and just do stuff in their metaverse. And what we can do is we can head on over to their website, and they do have something like 15 games, demos already built out. What I will say is I have played a few of these and I was not particularly impressed by any of them. They were kind of boring, a little bit buggy, not much going on, very simple mechanics. I would have preferred to see them only do maybe 2 or 3 games and really kind of flesh those out to demonstrate what you could do with this platform, what you could do with all the stuff they're providing for builders and creators. But at the moment, they have a bunch of different game modes and things you can do, but none of them I was particularly impressed about. Regardless, there is a thread about this project from NFT Boy, which I'd highly recommend you checking out. I will link it in the description below. And you cannot deny that they do have a stacked team and also large investors and partnerships, things like A16Z, Polygon, AWS, etc. So a lot of big players here. They definitely see the vision here. They definitely have capital and money here, which is also why they're able to do a free mint, which means they don't have to do any sort of cash grab to raise capital to build out what they're trying to do. So I would certainly keep your eye on this project. I believe it is minting tomorrow. I believe the supply is about 2,500. So it's super low supply. It's a free mint. It's basically going to be a free W for anyone who got involved. My private Discord did get involved. I do think one of the biggest challenges for this project is going to be garnering an audience, garnering people who really want to get involved in the platform and having them stick around and actually build really cool stuff, because that is the goal of the project. And that's also going to be, I think, the hardest thing for them to actually do. All right, guys, moving to the next project is Build Your Realm. And this is the official Game of Thrones digital collectible mint that's going to be happening on the 10th of January. So at the time of this video release, it should be tomorrow, or depending on where you are in the world, it might be the same day. Regardless, this I think has legs just because of its branding, its IP, Game of Thrones. Everyone knows Game of Thrones. Basically everyone's seen the show. They have obviously their own opinions about it, but they are breaking into the world of digital collectibles. They have a Medium article out, which I will link in the description below, but essentially they're going to be allowing fans a chance to build their collection through avatars, activities, on-site engagement. Additional digital collectibles will be available as assorted packs and come in a variety of types, including equiptables like weapons, companions, and gear that can be burned and forged, allowing fans to customize and strengthen their avatar. Other collectible types will include iconic moments, locations, characters, and more from the Game of Thrones series that will help each collector build their realm. So they're really going to take the entire universe they have built out in the Game of Thrones sector and kind of break it up and parcel it out into different digital collectibles that you can use to manipulate and manifest this avatar into something that you really resonate with. So it's an interesting concept, and I do think this project will at least do well in the short term for collectors. When it comes to speculators and flipping and NFT mints, I really don't know. We'll have to see how it pans out tomorrow. All right, friends, this is going to be a really short video today, but I briefly wanted to go over what's happening with Ethereum. And we have seen a rise from about $1,200 to about $1,320, $1,330. And that has happened over the course of only a handful of days. And that has been off the back of just this January bullish narrative to where NFTs are doing better, to where crypto's doing slightly better. You know, Solana went from like $7, I think it's back up to $17 or something of that nature. You know, Ethereum's at $1,330, Bitcoin's also at $17K, etc. So January overall has been a bit more of a bullish month than basically all of 2022. We can briefly take a look at the move that Ethereum has had since January 2nd, around $1,200 to a peak of around $1,350. January 9th, so it's only been, 6-7 days, and we've gone up, $120, $130, which for an asset with a market cap of multi-billion, that's actually quite a bit. So my thoughts are basically this. I think January could pan out to be an overall bullish month. We could potentially have more room or bullish moves throughout the month of January. But what I don't want people to fall into is any sort of bull trap. And all that means is don't chuck a bunch of money into these moves because we really don't know macro. We really don't know overall where things are headed. So I'm still continuing to preach dollar cost averaging. And, if you had been dollar cost averaging since, December to now, feeling pretty good, right? And that's the entire point, right? You're not trying to buy the ultimate bottom. You're not trying to sell the giga top. You're just slowly leveraging yourself into these assets that you believe in. And eventually, whenever it comes time to take profit, you can. So I'm going to be watching this pretty heavily. These steady stack pings that my Discord has access to were basically telling us to throw in different longs, probably low leverage. And if you had done one here, you'd be up pretty big. Even now with this slight pullback that we're experiencing, regardless, there's definitely opportunity out there to make money. I personally am not going to be touching this at the moment because I don't know where this is headed. I am just going to stick with the DCA strategy for now. So that being said, I think January could be an overall bullish month. So far, it has been. Last week of December, the first full week of January has been fairly bullish for NFTs and crypto in general. So we will be continuing to watch and play the game as we see fit. All right, friends, so that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to check out my private Discord in the description below. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, share it, etc. I do hope that 2023 is going to be a bullish year overall. My senses, my gut feeling is that January might be a little bit fleeting. Who knows? Maybe bleeding into the first Q1, the first section of the year could be overall bullish depending on, inflation numbers and macro environment, etc. But I do think 2023 is still going to be a fairly slow year for crypto and NFTs in general. Obviously, there's going to be specific cases of that not being true. We've seen Mutant Apes go to 28th, Azuki's back at a certain level. A bunch of projects I talked about in a couple videos ago, that blue chip video, have done really well. And so we're just sitting, just waiting. I'm not doing anything super crazy. So I'll see you guys in the very next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.